Thursday, February 22nd. Other news stations have Dan Rather. I'm Dan Actually. Come join us in the studio for today's breaking news.
Thanks, Dan. In other news today, factory workers have protested in Africa against the inhumane treatment from the Walmart Corporation. There have been grave problems in Walmart production facilities, as reported by the AP and Reuters. The oppressed workers of Africa have been suffering from poor wages, unusually long hours, and sexual and physical harassment from their employers. They have been clamoring for a union, but so far Walmart has refused to cooperate. Various African governments have also refused to chastise Walmart and unite behind their workers because of the large financial gains they receive from the Walmart Corporation. In response to this crisis, we have Sarah from the Kenyan delegation. Sarah, what is your country's specific response to this crisis?
Well, Kenya believes that the workers have a right to go against Walmart because of the improper treatment, but also we know that Walmart has helped us a lot in our economy, so we would like the Walmart to talk to the government and maybe consider the possibility to treat the workers more respectfully and protect their rights.
Thank you, Sarah. So there you have it, the official position of the Kenyan government. Once again, here at Munbc, we prize our in-depth analysis. So for a closer look at this situation, we have Megan, our resident expert on African corporation relations. Megan, what do you think of the Kenyan response?
Kenya is responding like most other countries have in the past to Walmart. But the thing is, Walmart's a very huge corporation and delivers a lot of jobs to the poor in Africa. But if Kenya does not produce a stern argument to Walmart, it's just going to be like in the past. Walmart will win, and there's no telling what will happen to these poor, productive workers.
Thank you, Megan. So there you have it, a tense developing situation in the continent of Africa. Here at Munbc, we aim to keep you informed. Good evening. I'm Matt Instead. Crisis today in South America, in the country of Bolivia, as a junta of Santa Cruz province business leaders and military officers have seized local government offices in the heavily oil-enriched region of Santa Cruz. They have cited socioeconomic differences in the mismanagement of the recently nationalized oil fields by President Evo Morales. President Morales, in his response, has condemned these actions as unjust and against the people of Bolivia and has proposed moving troops into the nearby Chilean territory to protect Bolivian oil interests. In response to this crisis, we have a delegate from the Bolivian delegation, Ashley. Ashley, how do you think the Chilean government will respond to your president's request, nearly demand that he be allowed to move troops into Chilean territory?
Well, Matthew, we would like to further develop our relationship with Chile as a positive one, and we would hope if they were in this situation that they would plan to do the same thing, and we would urge them to allow us to move troops into their territory. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. There you have it, a response from the Bolivian delegate. Here at Munbc, we pride our in-depth analysis. So to further our in-depth analysis, we have our resident South American expert, Miguel. Miguel, what do you think of the developing situation and of Bolivia's response? Is it typical of situations of this kind in South America?
That's a great question, Matt. I would say this is a very delicate issue. As you may well know, in the War of 1812, Bolivia lost its only coastal access to Chile, and it's been a source of contention ever since. Bolivia has had to lease the land to store their oil to have it exported. Naturally, in this situation, Bolivia wants to do everything it can to protect its resources, but I just don't see Chile giving up its sovereignty to have troops deployed on its own soil.
Thank you, Miguel. So there you have it, a developing crisis that Munbc will watch with increasing interest.
That concludes the broadcast. I'm Dan Actually, and that's news to me.